Hey guys, it's Esté and I am here for a different kind of video this week. So if you are familiar with YouTube and YouTubers, you know that lots of YouTubers do something called monthly favorites. And me being a YouTuber now, I want to do favorites, but I am too weird and too strange in the fact that I am not going to be making that many videos a month, and I don't really change my favorites that often to do it monthly. So I'm going to be doing seasonal favorites. Cool? I think so. That being said, this is going to be a long video. I'm sure you see how long it is already, so you can pause. I'll be right here when you come back. Go get some beverage, apple juice, or coffee, or water, or anything other than soda. Soda if you want, and come on back because it's gonna be one of those. So I decided to divide my favorites this season, winter, and for the future like this. We're gonna do beauty, fashion, and lifestyle because that's kind of just how a girl like me does things. This is actually very exciting. I cannot even explain to you how excited I am. So the first beauty favorite is actually a mask. Now, before January, I had never even thought that I would be using masks. This is a mask from my local beauty supply store, and it's just a mint mask. It's nothing special, it's nothing name brand, but I have been using it especially before I film because I want my skin to be flawless. And it is so rejuvenating. If you have skin problems or you feel like, you know, you have toxic buildup or whatever it is, I don't know the terms, I'm not a dermatologist, try a mask. My second favorite is this Clean and Clear Morning Burst Hydration Gel Moisturizer. Now, of course, in the winter, you know that you have to have something to moisturize your face. You know, man, woman, boy, and girl. The winter air, especially here in New York, can be very brutal. It can be very nasty. It can leave you looking like... And this moisturizer, I'm trying to find the right word to describe it. I mean, I don't think it really has a scent per se, but it definitely leaves your skin feeling fresh. It doesn't make you oily. It doesn't like have any buildup to weigh down your skin. So you could just wear this if you're not like a makeup person or if you're a guy and just go out and flourish. You don't have to worry about putting anything on top of it. In the realm of moisturizers, again from my regular beauty supply store because I'm a New Yorker and that's how we do, I got this Hot 6 oil so that you can have 6 uses for oil in one. And this is what I put on. Boop, 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 boop. This is what I put on my body as soon as I come out of the shower. I just come out and let the water do its little thing, you know, the little bead, you know, droplets, and then put the oil all over to keep me moisturized long term. Much better than any lotion that I've ever tried. I know that lots of people use oils for lots of different things here on YouTube and in the real world, so it's not a big surprise that oil is a favorite of mine. I want young looking skin for as long as possible, so yes. My next 3 favorites are e.l.f. products. This is the e.l.f. powder brush, $3. This was the, it still is. Can't see the name on it, but it's okay. It's from e.l.f. The e.l.f. like under eye roller thing, and an e.l.f. primer. Now before this winter, I had actually never used a primer to put on makeup, and I don't know why, because I was always pretty literate when it came to makeup and makeup things, but I don't know, I just never felt like purchasing one, and I purchased this in Target, of course, maybe in early February, and it honestly makes such a ginormous difference that I feel that I have been doing my face an injustice. Now, just think about it. This primer itself does such wonderful things. Imagine those high-end ones. Of course, I'm not going to say go out and buy high-end products because I'm not going to do that to you, but listen, a primer is worth it, and I'm glad that I, you know, didn't go out and buy a high-end one at first, because this e.l.f. one does the job. It, especially around my nose, I have a little nose issue. It smooths everything down and makes it look human. The e.l.f. powder brush, like I was saying, $3, an amazing purchase. I just use it for everything, whether I'm talking about blending foundation, depending on what day it is, or putting on my powder, which I'm about to show you when I'm filming. This works wonders. It is such a good brush, and I've heard people say that it's like high-end material. It's very sturdy. You know, it's not like the $1 brushes at e.l.f., so you know it's a big deal. And when I was talking about the under eye roller, I don't even know what the proper name for it is right now, and I'm struggling, but if I find it, I'll put it in the description below. The under eye roller, I was actually doing some research about skin types, skin issues, and an article said that one of the major problems for people in their 20s is having issues with their under eye area, whether puffiness, darkness, and you know, because you stay up late, you watch YouTube videos, you go out and party. I don't, because I'm lame. But I do stay up late. I stay up late, you know, reading, editing, writing, you know, preparing for the next day where I wake up at 6 a.m. But that is, you know, that is the reality of being in your 20s and not having, I guess, husbands and or children and or wives. I don't know who's watching, but you know, that's the reality, and sometimes you need something to refresh and to calm down the puffiness, because the puffiness is real and it needs to be handled. So I was saying earlier that I use my big old e.l.f. brush for my powder before I do film my videos, and the two powders that I use, two favorite powders? Yeah, the two powders that I use, I hope I didn't break anything, are one from e.l.f., the high definition powder, which is a translucent powder, and again, this is something that I never thought that I would want. I thought they would make me look pasty and nasty, but translucent powders literally are the best thing. Doesn't matter skin complexion, it doesn't matter skin type, it will save you. So yes, the one is definitely the e.l.f. translucent powder, high definition powder, and the second is from Maybelline. And when we're talking drugstore, I am talking Maybelline. I love Maybelline so much that it could be a disorder. The Maybelline Fit Me, it's not the you know, the fancy blue one that people will use, but it's just as good to me. I don't really have that much of a oil issue. My color is 355. I don't know that it has, but yeah, coconut. But both of these, depending on where I'm going, depending on how long I'll be wherever it is I'm going, I will, you know, choose whichever. I can't decide. I can't pick between the two because they work so amazing. Another favorite is this. What? The Naked palette. Now, I have wanted this palette for so long. I don't even know how long. I remember when it first came out, I wanted it then. I wanted it when the Naked 2 palette came out. I wanted it when the Naked 3 palette came out. This is the palette that I have been in love with because, for one, looking at Naked 1, 2, and 3, I looked at the colors and said, these colors in the Naked 1 palette are perfect for girls who are a little bit more chocolate. I wish that some of the colors were mattes, but they come in beautiful shades that can work on anyone. But I think that if we're comparing, you know, Urban Decay, these colors, wish they were mattes, these colors are perfect for browner girls. I really wish that I had a matte black, but you know, can't win every battle. My favorite color is Half Baked in the Naked palette, and I use this palette almost every day, and definitely every time I'm shooting, you know, for y'all, because I have no complaints. I'm gonna definitely try and find some matte colors. I know Urban Decay does have a matte black. I don't know what it's called, but Naked palette forever and always #1. If you've been watching from day one, then you know that my #1 favorite lipstick of winter 2015 has been Ruby Woo by MAC. I wear this lipstick almost every time I film, and I almost wear it every day. You know, even if I'm not filming, I tend to want to tame it down a little bit for work and for volunteer purposes, and I just don't want to be looking like pow every time I go outside. But if I could, I would wear Ruby Woo all the time. It's a matte red. It's beautiful. Matte is, I believe it's a retro matte. Yes, retro matte, and it's so beautiful. I prefer matte almost everything, if you haven't, you know, figured that out. And it's so beautiful. So the perfume that I have been wearing for all of winter and maybe some of autumn too, I think I got it on my birthday, so autumn, yes, is Burberry Touch for Women. It's a lot of touch in this video. I'm about to listen to Troye Sivan after this. And it is such a, it's a feminine smell, it's a mature smell, scent, smell, come on girl, it's a mature scent, and you know, it's not something that you would wear in the summer. I don't think that I've ever smelled any Burberry scents that are summer scents per se, so I'm gotta, you know, finish this out before spring, well, spring is here, kind of, before real, you know, spring comes around, you know what I mean, living in New York, you never know. So now we're gonna go ahead and talk about fashion. You see me wear a lot of sweaters in my videos, and I do love sweaters, but this sweater right here is my favorite sweater, and I believe that I wore it in my Black Girl Tag video. It was my second video. I'll pop a link here somewhere to it. Yeah, and it is such a good and sturdy and comfy sweater. I love it most because of the back detail. I hope you heard that. I love it most because of the detail on the back. It's a white sweater in the front and then this BAM in the back, and it's just fabulous. I got it from Target. It was not more than $20, and that's amazing when you're talking about sweaters, like real good sweaters that can last more than one washing. So another fashion favorite is this hat that I have worn in many a video, maybe only 2 or 3. It's something that you can wear year round, but I have been loving it and I've been abusing it this winter. It's, I don't know, it's just really cute to me, and it goes with everything. Of course it's black, duh, but then it has this wide rim that just classes up any outfit. Like I could be in a tee, I could be in a sweater, I could be in whatever, and it still goes perfectly. You know, hoop earrings, studs, no earrings, no makeup, glasses, nothing. You know, it's just, it's a good look. It's a good look, and I guarantee that I will be obsessed with this for a long time. So moving on to lifestyle, I have 2 favorites for lifestyle. One would be a book that I listened via audible.com because I am obsessed with Audible or audio books. I am obsessed with audiobooks, obsessed with audible.com because it is literally the best source for audiobooks. Unless you maybe can't afford it, then it's not the best. But the book, did I say the name already? I don't think so. Eat, Move, Sleep by Tom Rath. It's just a book that I read on how what you eat, how you move, and how you sleep can affect your life. And it really, you know, it encouraged me to start living better. I'm 22. I want to live many more years. I want to live I want to live healthily for those years. And of course I try and eat well, but I don't exercise enough, like by far, and I definitely don't sleep enough. I try and get in bed by 10 o'clock, be honest. But sometimes I'm up editing or maybe just watching something or talking to someone, and then I push it to maybe 12 or 1 o'clock, and my body for some reason just can't sleep in, so I don't get enough hours of sleep. So reading this book definitely, you know, gave me a little slap around and said, hey girl, you know, you got to do something with your life, and you need to take care of yourself because you're not a spring chicken. You're not 8 years old anymore. You can't just be reckless and expect to bounce back silly and, you know, like nothing's happening. So I definitely have been trying to take a better care of my body because of the book. I know that sounds so simple and so silly, like, oh, a book made you do, like, no. Hearing his testimony really opened my eyes. You know what? I'm gonna pop the link here. I've been popping links here and down in the description bar for the book review I did on Eat, Move, Sleep. And you will understand if you just read it. It's on my blog. Check on my blog from time to time because it's kind of amazing. My last lifestyle favorite is vitamins. They're gummies and they're wonderful. They have them in sour. They have them the regular ones. These are just the regular fruit ones and they're yummy to me. Pigs taste like candy. And they have lots of things, the things that women need. Vitamin D, biotin, vitamin A, and other important nutriential things. So my highlight this week is just a conversation that I had with a kid that I tutor. Y'all know I already told you that I work with Reading Partners of New York, and I actually work with two beautiful children every week. One is a boy, one is a girl. And the little girl just, you know, she was very sweet this week, and she was just like, oh, I missed you. And you know, I just feel like that's such a nice thing when a child remembers you, remembers what you did last week, or just remembers your face, and you just feel like you're making an impact. So again, if you are out there in New York or anywhere across these states that have been united and you want to be a part of Reading Partners and just feel what I felt when I realized that I was making a difference in her life. You know, both of these kids are very smart and very capable of, you know, succeeding without my help. But if you just want to be a part of that, you know, making a mark on the future generation, check out Reading Partners because it is worth it. So my obsession this week is Harry Potter. Some people don't like Harry Potter, some people love it. I love it. And I am just so obsessed with it right now. I don't know what it is that sometimes my brain just gets stuck into one particular fandom. It's like I have to watch all 8 at one time, and right now that's where I'm at. I'm about to go, once I finish filming, watch The Prisoner of Azkaban. So the moral this week is something that I found online on Instagram, and I'm going to read it to you and then just talk about it for a couple seconds so I can go watch Harry Potter. The moral says, think of all the beauty that's still left around you and be happy. Quoted from Anne Frank. I know lots of us read Anne Frank's diary in elementary school, and just, we know how hard her life was and how she could still talk about the beauty that was in the world. And that just touched me in a mighty way, where I thought, you know, even if things are going wrong in my life, even if I wish this could happen or this could happen, this could happen, there's still so much beauty. There's so many wonderful things going on around me every day that I still need to be happy and to be grateful and to be thankful and to be appreciative, all those synonyms. But you understand what I'm saying. But yes, if you enjoyed this video, you can go down below, like, comment, share, and subscribe, because guess what? I'll be here next week with new cool stuff. What? Bye. You know what's funny? A lot of people think that winter is like at the end of the year, when truthfully, winter normally begins like at the 20th or 21st of December. So you only really have 10 or 11 days of winter in December. And so winter is mostly in the beginning of the year. It's not very funny.